In this video, we're going to build on the knowledge that we have learnt from just drawing your basic tic-tac-toe boards. We're going to be using the same skills such as sketching and extruding and putting holes in, but we're going to add some other commands in there as well. So we'll get started. We're going to left click on create sketch on your toolbar. We click on top and then select that plane here. We're going to go to circle and make sure we get a square when we put that cursor on the center, left click and drag out, and then we're going to type in 120 and we're going to hit enter, finish sketch, and then I'm just going to hit the house button next to the cube there, so it just turns it around a bit so we get a better view. You're going to hit extrude or E on your keyboard, put the cursor on top so you get a little hand and drag it up, and we're going to type in 12, type in enter. And then we have our board for the game. Now we're going to go to create, add a sphere. And you need to choose a plane. You can choose either one of these. It doesn't really make much difference. I'm just going to choose that one. I'm going to move my cursor till I get a square again, like so. Left click. We don't want to cut. We want to make sure that we go to a new body. You can click on the top and you can choose what size you want to have in the middle. I'm going to type in 92. Just seems a good size to fit in. I'm going to go OK. And then we turn it around, you can see that the bottom is hanging down from there, and we need to remove it. To do that, we're going to use what is called split body, or if you can't find it on your toolbar or your ribbon, you'll go down to here and split bodies here. When we read our commands, it says, what do you want to split? I want to split the sphere. Then you select what do you want to split it with. I want to split it with the top of my board game, which is left click on that, go OK. And then I can click on move. If you can't find move, move is here, or the shortcut is M. Click on the bottom, drag that down and go OK. We have now removed that. I'm going to left click on it and then I'm going to right click on it, and then I'm just going to go to show and hide, and I'm just going to then click on it. It turns blue, then I left click on the screen and it is removed. And there we have our sphere in our game. So the next item is to add the peg holes for storage. So I'm going to create a sketch on the top. Then I'm going to left click on circle or C on your keyboard. I'm going to left click and drag out and type in 6. I go enter. I'm just going to zoom in, and then all I'm doing for this one here is I'm just going to visually line it up about the center. And then to make sure that I'm in line with this to here, I'm going to click on horizontal. It isn't highlighted at the moment, so I'm just going to click on escape and then left click. Make sure I click on the center first and then here, and then now that's vertically in line. You get that little symbol on the side so they're locked in. I'm going to finish. Then zoom in, extrude or E on your keyboard, left click, drag down, and you can see this is negative, so I need to type in -10. I want to cut it. I go OK, and there is my hole. The next part is we need to put in the remaining. To do that, instead of doing it every time like we did in prior, I'm going to go to pattern. I'm going to go to circular pattern. It's going to say feature. I can use, if I do click, I can use bodies, faces, features, or components. I want to use a feature, which is this circle. I'm going to click on that. It's going to ask me what axis. I'm going to select the outside. And you can see here there's 3. I can also just keep on adding these up. It doesn't matter. We need 5, so I'm just going to go down to 5. The next thing, if you look on the panel here, I want to go symmetrical, so it's even either side of the center circle. And the next bit is it's trying to go 180, so half of it, but we only want to go to about 60 degrees. And you can see we get our nice spacings of our holes. Now we can, instead of drawing them all again on the other side, we're going to take a shortcut by going mirror, found under create. Once again, you can either mirror bodies, faces, features, or components. We want a feature. You're going to make sure that these all turn dark blue, like so. Mirror plane, I'm going to select. I'll move it around. I want to use this one here. left click, and then you can see it's been mirrored across, and then I go OK. So there you have your holes. So now we're going to add the pegs. Once again, extrude or E for the shortcut. Zoom in, and you want to make sure you left click on the bottom of all these holes like so, and move it around. Remember, keep moving it to get a better view of what you want. Makes it quicker. Then I'm going to type in 25. Down here we don't want to join as our operation. We want to create a new body or new component. Go OK, and then we have our pegs for the game. I'm just going to soften the top of these up. I'm just going to go to fillet, and if you can't find fillet there, you'll find it under here, or F for shortcut. Click on the top edge. You know what it's done next, it darkens in. So left click, left click, left click, left click, and then I'm just going to type in 1 mil and go OK. And there you have it. There's our pegs, our ball, and we're nearly finished. We're going to add the basketball to the sphere now. We're going to go to insert. I'm going to go to decal from my computer, and I already have an image of a ball already. It's going to ask me what face do I want to put it on. I want to put it on this face here. I'm going to left click on top so I get a better view of it. I'm just going to rotate that around 180, and then put my cursor on the square. I'm just going to drag it up so it looks like it's roughly in the center, and then I'm going to use this side round here, and I'm going to scale it up. I'm just going to check that it's reaching all the sides. Yes, it is. And in your panel, just make sure you click change faces and untick that, and then go OK. And there you have your basketball in your game. We're nearly finished. We're just going to add a name to it, and then we're going to just add some coloring and so forth. So to do that, we're going to go create a sketch on the top board. I'm just going to turn this around like so. We're going to go to what is called offset. Once again, if you can't find it, O is the shortcut, and you can see it there as well. I'm going to click on the outside edge. Now, when you bring this in, that is the bottom of your lettering. So that'll be the bottom of your lettering. So I'm going to go OK. I'm going to go create text. Click on, make sure that in here you see the A with this curve underneath it. You need to make sure you're on that and not the other one. Click on that. It's going to ask you for your path. Well, I want to use that as my path. Then I'm going to type in a name. I'm just going to type in Harry. Oops. Harry. And you can see how it's going to fit in at the moment. Where it is, you can change the size of it by highlighting it, and you can make that 10. If you wanted to, you can change the font type and so forth in there. You can add to the center, and then I'm happy with that. I'm going to go OK. So there we have our name, finished sketch. And then next thing we need to do is I'm just going to turn this around so I get a better view of it. Zoom in a little bit, and then under create, I'm going to go to what is called emboss. I'm going to go left click on emboss. Put your cursor on the name. When it turns dark blue, left click. And over on the side here, you can have effect. You can either make it go up or you can make it go down. It says, what faces do you want to emboss into? I want to emboss into here. And at the moment, it's 2 mil. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go OK. And then you can see Harry's been put into the material. Now, one last thing to do, we're just going to make this look all nice and pretty. To do this, we're going to go to modify. A is the shortcut. We're going to hit appearance and drag that up. We've got bodies or faces. We're going to use both of them for this here. Here, if you don't have these come up, you can also hit fusion appearance. So the first thing is we're going to go to wood solid. If you have this arrow with the line, it means it needs to be downloaded. So you can say, well, I want this one here. I'm just going to click on that and it'll download like so. And then you can left click and drag it onto the material, and it will come up as that material. I'm going to go up to some of these other ones up the top here and have a look at them. I'm happy with that. So finish that off. I'm going to quickly go here. I'm going to use this steel satin for the pegs, like so. So I have my pegs as steel pattern. Just going to highlight and drag them on there. I just use the satin steel because it looks really good in the renders later on. And we have it. Then the next thing is we're going to add some color. Just go to paint. I'm going to zoom into the name like so, and I'm just going to move this around so I can see my view cube a little bit. Move that around there. Go up to the top, and now I'm going to go from body components. I'm going to choose faces. Now you're going to left click and then just choose the bottom of. You can add different colors, whatever you want to those. I'm just using black to make it stand out just that little bit better. The next thing I'm going to do is add some color to the top of the pegs. I'm going to go one side, I'm going to go green, so red, and just move it on till you see that highlight, like so. And you can see it's only doing faces and it's not doing the whole lot. And if I can get that go on there, yep. Now, if you want different colors other than what's here, what you need to do is you just go up to the top, right click on one of these, you go duplicate, right click and edit, and then you get all these other colors up here. So I'm just going to go maybe a purple for the other side. I'm going to go done. You can see there, and then click on these and you can highlight it. And I'll just keep on going on these till we're done. Like so, and then we're finished. One more thing I'm just going to add in. I'll just move these up so I can go to close. And I'm just going to add this little fillet to this outside edge to make it just soften it up just a little bit, like so. So fillet, I'm just going to bring it in. There. I'll zoom in a bit more, get a bit better view on it. That's about there. Go OK, and then we are finished. Click the home button. You can move it around so you can see the name a bit better and so forth like that. To get it to render in, you just go to Design, Render. My preferences are I go up to here, Scene Setting. I normally go down to Aspect 5:4. Turn it around so how you want to see it. You can go into focal length and you can change the focal point on it. Depends how you want to see it. You can also add a little bit of exposure to it. You can make it a little bit brighter. You can go up to the top like so. You can also go to brightness here too, so you can brighten it up or darken it down. Under environments, at the moment, sharp lighting. You can also add these different lightings to it as well by just dragging, and you just find something you like, and then you can go back and modify it. I'll just keep it on grid lighting at the moment. I'll go back here. It's a little bit dark, so I can just add a little bit of brightness to it or exposure. And you can just get to where you want it to be. And go, yes, I'm close. So when you want to render it, you just click in Canvas Render and to the original one. And then once you've done that, make sure you save it. And once you've saved it and it's all fully rendered, you can actually go to Capture Image, and then you can save it to go OK, and then you can save it to your desktop and use for your later use. So I hope you enjoyed that. You may have learned something from it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. To the next one.